or 94% less on sidewalk bonding. I'm going to make good roads and good sidewalks a priority. We need to get back to basics, take care of all of the neighborhoods, not just the select few where campaign donors or supporters live in already pretty good neighborhoods.
Thank you.
I just want to say, I heard the mayor say that he's the only one that's putting more police in the streets. Well, I mean, I would like to think I'm part of that process as well, since I am a city councilor, and we do approve those budgets. So I'm glad that we do that in partnership, because that's what we need to do. Make sure that we do whatever it takes working together. We need to make sure that we realize we're all in this together. It's not one person taking the lead by himself, sailing that ship by himself. There's a lot of other people that take part in this, and very fortunate and glad to be part of that, and I'm going to continue to do that.
A lot of support. It's funny, though, that my colleague, he and I do work very well together on the school committee, but he doesn't always show up himself. He's missed 4 meetings, he's left early 6 or 8 of them, and it's my position that we model good attendance. When I was at Durfee, I showed up every day. I gave back my personal days. I knew that attendance is that important. As the chairman of the school committee, I will be at every single meeting, unless, God forbid, something happens to me with my health. Second of all, the Durfee Building Project. The mayor and I are both on that committee. He was kind enough to appoint me in January to fill in for Eddie Costa when he left. He's never attended one meeting. He's never showed up at a meeting. We meet at Durfee every Thursday. My colleague to the right, Mr. Kamara, tries to make as many as he can, and I don't expect him to sit there every meeting.
Thank you.
But they should
Thank you,
try
Mr.
to
Coogan.
make.
But I do think it's important to just clear the record. So Mr. Coogan is correct. Certainly there are times when you're the mayor that, you're not just a school committee member, you're not just the chairman of the school committee. You've got many, many responsibilities throughout the community. So that's that. It's impossible for the mayor to attend every single meeting all the time, everywhere. And secondly, in terms of the building committee for Durfee High School, these 2 gentlemen to my right both asked me to appoint them to this committee. I did. I wanted them to be my surrogates, my individuals that would come back to me, and they did, with information about the building committee. That's, once again, another area that, I trusted these individuals to get the job done. And guess what? We all together as a community got the job done. We're building a new Durfee High School, and that's a really exciting part of what we've accomplished. So to throw out, oh, well, you missed this thing or you missed that, let's look at the facts. Let's look at the record. We got everything that we needed to do done. And occasionally, by the way, I set the agenda on the school committee, so I can set the date. But in order to not hold up business, I have passed it to my very capable colleague, Mark Costa, the vice chair, to run those meetings.
Thank you very much.
And I couldn't to continue
the
state of business.
Mr. Riley.
Mr. Riley described working in New Bedford. A simple Google search and review of articles from the newspaper there showed that he was in administration at West Side High that was shut down due to allegations of warehousing children with disabilities and children of color and locking them in a timeout closet. The school shut down, later reopened, even changed its name to Trinity Day Academy due to the negative perception in the community.
You're right. All you need is a Google search, and you'll find out that the superintendent came over to Keith Middle School as I was the assistant principal and said, we have a problem over the alternative school. Please come fix it. That's when I started there, to fix the problem that was there. When I walked in, I got together with staff, teachers, and said, West Side High is an alternative name. It's a gang name. We're changing this name. And I got together with kids who changed the name with me. So you can do your Google search. Just make sure you're talking about the right people when you do it. When it comes to respect, I think I started off my first statement in saying that I believe in my heart of hearts that everyone up here must love this city if they're sitting here. I do respect the others. I think we have different qualifications, different backgrounds. I think we're running maybe for different reasons. It would be, I thought your question was going in a different direction and say we're going to run it on again, but I really, when you sit down and listen to each and every one of these candidates that are beside me, it is still not done in this race to pick somebody to say, I line up perfectly with that person. I want to hear tonight. There's 2 more debates coming forward. I know that people on this board care about education. That's important to me. I know there's people on this table that care tremendously about public safety, and I think that's the first piece for me that we need to get back in control. So I'm gonna fail at this. I'm not gonna pick somebody for you, but as the process goes, like the
So if no one else is going to answer the question, why should I? Right? I mean, let's face it. Come on.
Thank you. Please.
Let's just be honest,
Please,
right?
thank you.
I mean, I was born at night, but I wasn't born last night.